Hello chess friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this video I'll take you through a very nice attacking miniature masterpiece by Timman. This was played between Timman and Welly in 1998, and it showcases some really interesting themes while you're attacking and the things you have to be careful specifically when you're in an attacking position. So if you can observe, Timman has no rooks over here. He has sacrificed both his rooks, both the exchange, in order to have this particular position. He has the bishop pair and he has definitely damaged his opponent's position. On the king side pawns are damaged, and the king, the black king, is slightly exposed. But how can we use it? So basically, you have a winning position on the board, but you have to still find the attack. You have to finish the attack, and that is your task in this video. As you can read the quote above, I used to attack because it was the only thing I knew earlier, but now I attack because I know it works best. And it actually works best in many games because the accuracy that's needed to defend is really high. As an attacking player, I can tell you that it's really easy to attack, and it's really difficult to find the best defensive moves. I think heads off to all the defensive players of the world, it's really a difficult task to attack as compared to defend. So you guys are really brilliant, but attacking is a much easier task as it involves going forward, right? Most of the time, mostly. So, white to play, win the game, finish the attack for white, but with precision. So, I'll leave you with this position for a few seconds. Take your time and find the win. Alright, so hopefully you got the variation correctly because it's a very complicated position. There are multiple options. And the first move that most of you might have calculated, I'm pretty sure, is this move. Bishop captures on h6. Now it's a very natural move. Unfortunately, this is at best just a draw, nothing more than that. So let us have a look at this variation first. If king takes, we run into queen f6 check, king f7. Now all we need over here, obviously we have a draw in our hand, as I've said, it's at best just a draw. You can go queen h4, queen g5, repeat the position, it's just a draw. But if you try to win over here, and you might say, okay, all I have to do is push my pawn, get my bishop over here, and that's winning, right? Just queen g5, queen h6, queen h7 mate. How do you stop it? The problem with pawn to e5 is that now I can go queen c5 check and take the pawn, after which there is no mate. So you can see that the queen is hanging. At the best, you can go queen h4 check, but after king g7 I'm safe. In fact, black is now winning the game. Rook h8 is coming, and this is actually pretty easy for black to convert now because he has the two rooks and they will count over here right now. So this attack definitely fails. The best you can get out of here is a draw, but what are we winning? We are looking for a win over here, right? So it's really about the precision and the move order. So the first move actually has to be pawn e4 to e5. This pawn break is very important because basically what are we doing here? This comes with a threat, of course, but the main point is to open up this diagonal for the bishop. Obviously, the move is not just a waste of time. It comes with threat, as I said. The biggest threat, obviously, is queen takes on f6 followed by bishop takes f6. Also, pawn takes pawn can be a threat. For example, if he goes queen e7, then this is quite a big threat. Takes here, and all we have to do is go over here, and as a beautiful mate over here. So yeah, in this way we can win this. So pawn to e5. Let's start with this. Now he has multiple options, not queen e7 obviously. We have just seen that it doesn't work. He can capture with the f pawn, he can capture with the d pawn. Let's start with the d pawn, which is actually the f takes is the lesser evil. This loses in a much faster way. So bishop takes h6, king moves. Obviously capturing this is just dead lost. Let me just show you here. You go check here and bishop comes in. Now you can make some desperate moves, but this is a very simple checkmating pattern, right? Queen g5, queen h6, queen h7 mate. All the moves are check, all the moves are forced. Alright, so d takes looks like a disaster. What happens if he goes king g6? Well, it's still lost because now we have queen h4 with the threat of queen h5. At the same time, bishop e4. Both are really big threats. So let's say he goes queen d8 trying to defend the position. f5, we go queen h5. And here is a very simple way to win. f6 is threatened. Even taking this is threatened. This is completely lost. He can try check. There we go. A discovery on the king. The queen is gone. Next move is simply a lost position. So let us go back. D takes is a disaster. So the D pawn should not capture. What happens if F takes? It's not a different story. Much of a different story. It's nearly the same. We have bishop into h6 now. Now that we have opened up this diagonal, it's time to sacrifice this piece. Again, if king takes, this is lost after this check, followed by this very simple sequence of moves, right? So let us look at a better defense for black. Here he can go king to g6, which is a much better way to defend. Otherwise, by the way, if you just go back with something like this, that's not really good because then queen f6 can enter. Checkmating threats over here. It's really difficult to play this position. It's actually lost. So let's go back. So you have to advance with king g6. Only sensible move in the position. King h7 runs into other kind of threats like bishop e4. So now we have queen h4. Now again comes with a threat, right? One of the threat is to go queen g5 followed by queen g7 checkmate. Queen h5 also a threat. Bishop e4 also a threat. So he plays f6 trying to guard the g5 square, but obviously we can cut off his escape route. He wants to go to f7. Let's stop that. Queen h5 check. He goes over here, and now we simply bag an entire rook. After which, let's pull back the piece. Come over here. Queen h4. And in fact, this position is completely winning for white. White is materially ahead, and the biggest advantage for us obviously is that we have the bishop pair. We have the two connected pass pawns. He also have the center pawns, but the biggest issue for him is his exposed king. If that king was a little more safer, I would say that the position is balanced. But if you look at this with an engine or even as a human, you can feel that obviously white has a big advantage. Mostly because of the exposed position of the king, it's much more easier to play from the white side, easier to create threats specifically because of the two bishops, and that's why this position is completely winning. And after this move, basically black one Welly resigned over here. So what a great attacking masterpiece by Timman, but also it shows us about the precision, right? You cannot go bishop into h6 here because at best you will get a draw, but nothing more than that, and you have to be precise. e5 is the most precise move. And now comes bishop h6. And then queen h4. You need to find all of these moves. And you need to, surprisingly, you need to find them before you sacrifice your rooks, right? Otherwise, you just go in drawn position or in a lost position. So you have to find this move in advance. You can't just go through your instincts most of the time, specifically if you're sacrificing two rooks. So great attacking masterpiece by Timman. Hope you enjoyed it, and I might make more videos on this kind of things. Finish the attack. I think it's quite a nice topic because most of the time we do get winning positions, but we are unable to win those. I think that's a really important skill we need to learn. Every one of us, right? We have messed up really completely winning positions a lot of times. So yeah, thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you next time.